episode of Get It Girl. On today's Girl Talk, we're going to talk about the lack of diversity in politics, especially when it comes to women of color.
For that, we're joined by amazing Latina who's paving the path for us all, Aura Vasquez.
Yes, and on the couch today, we have New York native, first-generation American actress Ebony Obsidian and singer-songwriter Tatiana Hazel.
All of that and more
on Get It Girl. She is the first Afro-Latina to represent Los Angeles City Council District 10. Please welcome Aura Vasquez.
Hi, hello.
Afro-Latina.
Yeah. This is so exciting. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Tell us about you. What are you doing and the run?
Yeah, absolutely. So elections are just around the corner. So yeah, I will be the first Afro-Latina to be elected in this district. I'm the first Afro-Latina to run for city council in LA.
Oh. Mind-blowing, but also so exciting.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, since you are the first, what made you confident in running since you didn't have any representation to see yourself?
You know, I'm a renter. I work hard, like a lot of people in Los Angeles. I have dreams. I want to do better. I have a good education. I have a good job, and yet I can save for retirement or to buy a home. And I don't think this is unique to me.
Yeah.
I think this happens to a lot of people in Los Angeles.
Definitely.
And just feeling like our elected officials, we're not really working for the things that we need every day.
Wow. Yeah, that's extremely important, especially in LA.
Yeah. Do you feel pressure to be the first Afro-Latina as a woman? Do you feel the pressure because you're kind of setting an example?
Yeah. Well, so not so much pressure, but definitely there's so many people that come around and say, you know, I follow you on Instagram, I follow you on your social media, I have seen you speak, and I am so inspired, and now I want to do the same, or I feel like I can do it, or people ask me questions like, how did you decide to run for office? What are some of the things that you are, you know, that are you doing? Because also, you know, my campaign doesn't take any fossil fuel money. We don't take any corporate money. We don't take any developers' money because we want to really remain for the people, which is what I'm representing with my campaign.
Yeah.
So a lot of people wonder, like, how can somebody do it? Because much of politics is about money.
Yeah.
You know, so how do we get money out of politics so we can really be truthful to, you know, to our cause and our goals for our city.
So what is your voice? What is it that you want to share and why people, you know, should be voting for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, I want a city that is affordable and that is healthy, sustainable for all of us. So I propose things like making public transportation better, you know, more accessible, safe, and free. You know, I want renters to be able to find a home in the place that they love. So in my district, my neighbors make $47,000 a year. That means that we can really afford an apartment of $1,300 maybe. So we need to make sure that that kind of housing is available in Los Angeles so that it doesn't displace people to other places. And it doesn't maybe even make them end up in the streets like a lot of our homeless community.
It's growing, isn't it?
It is. Really, it has grown, and my district has grown by 21%.
Wow.
And I think it's a combination of the high cost of living, the lack of affordable housing, and also mental health illness. So that's why we also need Medicare for all. You know, at a national level, we need to make sure that we have the right health insurance. But part of my proposal is to house our folks that are living on the streets first and make sure that that housing is paired up with services so that they can, you know, get the mental health support that they need, drug abuse, job creation, so that we can, you know, help our neighbors just really come back to integrate to life and get back on their feet.
That's extremely, extremely important. Was there any politics in your family before, or are you the first one?
Well, so my parents were really, really involved in a lot of issues with our community. So I grew up going to town hall meetings and being in meetings with them. My parents were extremely altruistic and really always wanted to give back. So that was something that it was much cultivated in my home.
I love that.
But I'm like the first one that runs for office. I'm like the first one that has dedicated my life to serve others.
And they're proud.
They're very proud. I was also the first commissioner for the Department of Water and Power. The first Afro-Latina, also the first social justice, environmental organizer to ever be appointed. And there we did so many things, like solar for renters, for example, and making sure that we retired 3 coastal gas plants that were polluting our communities.
Yeah.
So many first
so
things.
much firsts, and we are so excited for you and very proud and honored to have you on the couch.
Thank you so
we are
much.
rooting for you. Thank you again for joining us, Aura. You guys, we will be right back here on Get It Girl.
We are back on Get It Girl with a super talented actress. You probably have seen her at the BET's Sistas, Hulu's Wu-Tang, and American Saga. And she will soon be seen in the highly anticipated Amazon series Hunters. Please welcome Ebony Obsidian.
Thank you so much. Ooh, I love that. I was just soaking it up.
You're like, yes, that's me.
Thank you.
Wow, you've been like hitting the ground running with
you.
all of the work that you're doing. I mean, just the list of shows that you've been able to be a part of is
2019
incredible.
was a good year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But tell us about Hunters, your role, and the story. I'm super excited for it, but can you just
I'm
share a little
super
bit about
excited
it?
for everyone to see it. So it comes out this Friday, 21st, on Amazon, and I play Carol. I am the next door neighbor of Jonah, who is kind of getting into some craziness. I don't really know what's going on in his life. We've been friends forever, and I'm like, who are you now? And so that's my whole thing. I have to figure it out, what's going on. And it's Nazi hunters in Brooklyn. Like, what's going on? Like, I have to figure it out. So,
Yeah.
That's Hunters.
Now, with the storyline, it's like, do you feel, not to get too political, but do you feel like it's very parallel to our time today,
I think it's definitely reflective in some ways. It depends on what your point of view is, on where we are as America today in general. But I think it's definitely reflective in some ways. The scripts are phenomenal. David Weil, the creator, is incredible.
Yeah.
I'll keep saying that. I've said that 100,000 times, but I will keep saying that because he really is. And part of it is based on a true story. So yeah, I guess it is kind of political.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
very crazy. Now, how has it been working with the rest of the cast? Obviously Al Pacino,
Pacino,
a
girl.
legend. Did you ever in your life imagine, like, one day I'm going to be acting alongside one of the biggest legends in Hollywood?
I never thought about that, but I also never thought about that because I didn't always want to be an actor. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna be on a screen with, Angela Bassett or Regina King, Ingenue Ellis, Al Pacino. That was never a thought, but it's been a really, really beautiful ride, and I'm very excited.
So you started with music.
I did. I've always been singing. I've always been writing as well, and that I think was kind of the path I was gonna go on, and then acting just kind of came and smacked me in the face and was like, "Hey, here's
this
here's
meant
you."
for you.
Yeah.
You got a menu of different things.
Yeah.
But how did you end up with acting? Like, how did it start?
I actually heard an ad on the radio.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
the
literally
radio.
back when we used to listen to the radio in our homes. Yeah,
Back in the day.
Back in
Love
the day. I was listening to the radio, and there was this casting call in a neighboring city, and I was just like, I kind of feel like it's fate that I heard it. I'm one of those people, so I was like, I'll just go, because who knows?
Yeah.
And I went, and it ended up being something. I was very captivated by acting. I never thought about it as a career, but I didn't realize that as a kid, I was actually acting a lot more than I thought I was. Yeah, people go back and show me videos and things, and I'm like,
And videos of you when you were a kid?
Yeah, just kind of like acting out scenes of movies that I loved,
Oh
or
my God.
just being funny and being,
Yourself.
present. And but never thought as a kid, like, this is what I'll do as an adult, because that's like not a thing.
Yeah.
But it is. It is actually.
It's a big thing.
It's a thing now.
You're like on billboards and stuff now, girl.
I know. It's
like, how does it
weird.
feel?
It's weird.
You're seeing yourself there, like.
Yeah, it's weird. I saw myself actually on a billboard in Times Square. I used to work in Times Square as a host, And I used to sleep on a bench by that same billboard.
Wow.
So the come up is real.
Oh
the
my
come
God.
up is real.
That is
Yeah.
a true, like,
It's
a
so
true
it's just weird
story.
and it's wild. It's really wild.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm interested though. You know, it's sometimes funny in life when it just stumbles upon you, right? But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean you lost your love for singing or for
No, not
for
at all.
writing. So how do you kind of mesh those both worlds together now?
Well, I think now it's becoming more easy because I think acting is inspiring the music a lot. The characters that I'm playing and the scenarios are really inspiring the music that I'm creating. So the last song I released was in 2015, and that actually went to a project that I was doing at the time. And then I just released a song on Valentine's Day.
Yes,
I stalked you.
we heard.
Yeah,
You
I heard it.
Yeah, we heard. It's good.
And that is actually based on my character Karen in Sisters and her very tumultuous relationship with one of her men. So yeah, it's called Leave. You guys can check it out on all platforms.
Yes.
It's fun.
Well,
It's fun.
we cannot wait to see all of the amazing, incredible things that you're going to do in this next year.
Wow.
Hunters, I'm telling you.
It's
2020.
great.
I
It
think
is.
next award season, we're going to be seeing a lot more of you,
Oh.
truly. Thank you so much for stopping by, Ebony. You guys,
Thank
we will
you.
be right back on Get It Girl.
Bye.
Welcome back to Get It Girl. We are so excited to welcome our next guest, Chicago artist Tatiana Hazel. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Chi-Town, I love Chicago.
me
It's so
too.
much fun. Are you still living there?
No, I live here now.
You live here now, okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been living here?
Like 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, so pretty new still, but
How do you like it?
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, we gotta
Yeah.
talk about this outfit because your style, I'm telling you, when we were Instagram stalking you. We're like, oh my God, her outfit.
She's so eclectic. Like,
Yes.
Thank you.
So where do you think you get your sense of style from?
I don't know. I mean, I've always been like a pop fan, so like our early Cher, also like Lady Gaga, like those like crazy like pop stage looks. I like them just for, daily basis.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're like, who needs a stage?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
streets
just
are
be
my
you.
stage. Yes.
It's unique.
Oh my
So
God.
tell us about your music, your release.
Yeah, I just released first single off my new EP. The single's called Hasta Que, and the whole EP is called Duality. So yeah, that just came out last week.
Wow.
What are the themes behind the EP Duality? I mean, I can imagine maybe is it about your ethnic background or what is it about?
Yeah, it's like ethnic background, also like sexuality, and also just kind of like my different interests. I feel like a lot of duality within myself. So yeah, I just feel like that the EP is very expressive of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that something that was always easy for you, being open in your songwriting, or did it take some time to get used to?
It's always been easy to actually write the songs. Releasing it was like the difficult part, because
Yeah.
it's just like making it is, this is just what is on my mind. But then it's like, oh, am I ready for like people to hear this?
Yeah.
But it's gotten easier because I feel like people mostly just relate my songs to their own lives, not so much like, what I'm actually talking about. Yeah. So yeah.
And the single, what was your inspiration behind that?
So I actually wrote it about moving from Chicago, and just kind of like wanting to, pursue music and fashion and everything full time and come to LA because it's something I've always wanted to do. But I also wrote it with like a dual meaning, so it can also be like a breakup song about like leaving a relationship that no longer works for you. So it was kind of like a dual meaning. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So you produced by yourself? You produced all the songs by yourself?
I produced most of the EP by myself. This song was with my friend Drew Polovic, but like a majority of it is 100% my own production, yeah.
How does it feel? Because there's not a lot of female producers out there. How does it feel to be
It's,
that? What's the response from the people?
yeah, it's good. I never really thought about it too much, to be honest. Like when I started, it was just kind of like I couldn't find people that I wanted to work with, so I just like kind of had to do it myself. So slowly I was like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, I produced this. Like when people would ask, and I'm like, oh, that is cool, or
Yeah,
so, but it just was very natural. Like it wasn't something that I ever thought about too much.
I think that that's the confidence in you, because I think like a lot of females, they don't have the confidence enough to do it, right?
Yeah, I think, and I want to push more people to just be like, yeah, you can do it. It's not like, because it's really intimidating to like be a producer, but like once you actually just do it, it's, you know, not
Just flows.
Yeah.
So you talked about the creative process sort of being easy for you, but can you walk us through like what is that like?
Yeah.
You know, what's the creative process like?
Yeah, well, for music, I guess it's always been like, I started writing songs when I was like 9. So I would play guitar and just kind of like write to that. And now it's kind of evolved where sometimes I'll make a beat and then I'll think of lyrics, or I'll be like out and think of a melody and then go home and write it. Or so it always comes like in really different forms.
Yeah.
But which is cool.
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
So you're in fashion too.
Yes, yeah.
So did you start with the fashion first, or
Music. Yeah, fashion is recent because, like I said, music's been like my whole life, but fashion was maybe 2 years now that I've been designing, and that kind of came because of music, because I needed like stage outfits, and it was kind of hard to find in Chicago. There weren't a lot of like crazy options.
Yeah.
So I
feel
just
like
kind
the
of
style
made
is
my own. Yeah.
Very different in the Midwest than it would be here in like a
Definitely.
bigger city.
Yeah.
So what are your plans then for fashion? Do you want to start your own line? Do you have your own line?
I do want to start my own line eventually. Right now, I'm just dressing, myself, but I also style other artists for performances and like videos and stuff, which I want to continue doing. Just because I love seeing my stuff like on stage, whether it's on me or someone else. So right now I'm doing that, but eventually I do want to have a line.
We got to get you to style Forget It Girl, because I want to look this cool.
yes?
Well, we are so excited for you and everything that you're working on. Album coming soon?
The EP for now, and then we shall see.
EP for now.
Yes.
Well,
We'll be watching
amazing,
for that.
amazing sound. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we have much more coming on Get It Girl after this.
And we're back with this amazing woman, and we're going to play our favorite game, Truth or Share.
Yes, so
you
get
ready?
right to it, girl.
All right. Here you go.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'll read mine.
Yeah.
What was the most embarrassing moment of your life?
I'm sure there's worse, but the first thing I can think about was like I had this talent show in 8th grade, and when I went for like the rehearsal of it, a skunk had sprayed outside my house, so like I smelled like skunk and my guitar smelled like skunk.
Oh no!
And yeah, that just haunts me, and that's the first thing I
What
can
was the
think of.
reaction of the people? If
I
you want to share.
had to let everybody know. As soon as I walked in, I was like, all right, hi everyone, I smell like a skunk, and that's just happening, and then, yeah.
And there we go.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, yeah, what can we do?
Oh my God, but that's
Nice though. That's nice.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was-
understanding.
Yeah, it was horrible. I think I like didn't go to school.
Yeah, that's
for,
pretty
like,
embarrassing.
2
That's a
days
good
because
one.
everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, if you were the opposite sex of 1 hour for 1 hour, what would you do?
Whoa.
An hour's like not enough time because I'm just like thinking of all the like music industry stuff that I would do.
Oh my God, yes.
I don't know. I feel like I would just try like hitting on people and see how that works for me.
Yeah,
Like
me
I've always
too.
just wondered the other
And
like
trying
side
to see
of
how
it.
it feels too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know why that's the first thing. Yeah.
Do you normally like let like someone approach you, or
Definitely.
do you?
No,
you
always
don't
no.
approach people. All right.
Yeah.
Well, try it out sometime, right?
Yeah, I could do it as this gender. I just think it'd be more interesting.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting. All right, let's pick a couple more.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. What is one thing you would never do, even if someone offered you all of the money in the world?
I would never make a TikTok. I don't know what it is.
Oh, shots fired! TikTok.
No. I love like the actual like app, and like I think it's funny. I actually like watch them. I just can't make one because I like feel like I'm too awkward.
It's
for
very
it.
Do you
cringy.
have to dance? Do you have to do that?
That's the part that I yeah. I don't know.
Like, do you have to be all?
But if you want to be like viral, you know, you gotta do.
You gotta do like something.
Obviously, I'm on TikTok.
No, I
'cause
watch.
I know the words.
I watch them. I'm entertained.
Oh,
and,
yeah, they're addicting.
Yeah.
I like that answer though.
Okay. Describe the strangest dream you've had.
I had one 2 days ago. Very strange. It was like my leg was open and raspberries kept coming out, and then I woke up and was like, oh, okay, well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds actually like something with harmony.
I guess, right?
Something nice. It doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah, no, it wasn't horrible, just weird, you know?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Like something is blooming. It's like growing.
That's how I know you guys are like the musicians here, because I'd be like, my leg's open and raspberries are coming
girl,
out.
you're good, you're good. It's gonna be a great year.
Okay, let's do a couple more.
Okay,
Let's see if we can share a DM or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We wanna know.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Have you ever lied to your partner to avoid an intimate moment? For example, say that you have a headache. Okay, so like, have you ever lied because you don't want to like sleep with your partner? You know, so you're like, oh, I'm tired.
I think this is a good DM moment.
Yeah, this is a good DM moment. Definitely.
Okay.
Period.
So would I just read a...
Yeah, just read like your most recent DM, your most cringy DM, the DMs that you like have read and then unread. I do that all the time.
Honestly,
You know this,
I
right?
do.
Like,
Yeah, I
you know
got
the
the
drill. You're
DM
like,
thing down. But we'll see.
We'll see.
DMs are tricky though, because sometimes it's like, I don't know. I've been getting
weird.
a lot of like eggplant DMs, if you know what I mean, recently, and I'm like, please stop.
Yeah, I kind of just have a lot lot of that. There's nothing too like.
You have a picture?
Like people are pretty.
A picture you can share.
can't
like,
share.
this is what we get. You know?
I'm just like everybody's pretty
How do
nice.
you
I
feel
don't
when
know
you
that
get like
there's-
an unsolicited dick pic?
I mean, those are usually in the requested area.
Yeah.
I don't really dive into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the safest part.
Yeah.
Well, this was such a fun game. We unfortunately have to wrap it up, but we are very excited, looking forward to what you have next. Thanks for playing with us. Remember to follow us at Get It Girl TV and at LA TV Network. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.